want you to think about how old you are now and what it would look like if you worked on your business for 1 year. And what if you didn't quit? What if you didn't restart? Point is that if you have been beating yourself up because you're just going through the years thinking, man, I wish I started sooner, and maybe you scroll on Instagram, TikTok, whatever the case may be, wherever you like to hang out, and you see everyone else succeeding and doing well. And I totally get some people are, lying about it. But my point is that if you would have actually dug the hole, planted the seed, and kept watering it, where would you be right now? And I share this because this is exactly the mindset that I have been just meditating on, because I think about, okay, even though I may get low views, many people aren't coming to my website, whatever the case may be, I know that at least I'm putting in the work. At least I have the system set up, so when they are ready to buy, when they are ready to do a coaching call with me, I have ways for that to already happen. Like, they're not left wondering, like, where can I pay? Where can I actually learn more about this person's business? And so I recently learned that having the systems in place, so having your checkout page, your landing page, your email set up, your bank account connected to wherever you are, taking payment, having like a centralized website, even if it's something that's free for the time being, those are all things that are very important for you to have already set up. Because worst case scenario is, like, let's say you make a really great TikTok and someone is just like, okay, great, like, I want to work with this person, I want to buy from this person, and they go to your profile, you have no link, you have no checkout, you have no information, nothing, and you're over there making content wondering, like, well, why am I not monetized yet? And I'm not talking about like TikTok shop, I'm not talking about like UGC or any of that. I'm talking about maybe your own digital product or maybe your own coaching course or program. I want you to think, what is the first step I can take today to actually start building the systems that I need to be ready for whenever God answers my prayers, and I actually have a profitable business that is actually making money, bringing a side income that I've always been dreaming about, always been talking about. And don't get me wrong, I know all the excuses of, I work full time, I'm a single mom, I was a single mom, I'm too tired, whatever the case may be. I can guarantee you that if you go and look at your screen time, you will see that you actually do have time. The last job that I had, I worked 5 days in office from 9 to 5. It was miserable. I hated it. But I actually found the time during my lunch break to write content, produce content, film it and edit it and upload it. I had a whole system, and I look back and I think, like, man, I wish I really stayed consistent with my YouTube videos, and that's actually a goal of mine. But my point is that I found a way to make it work. And so you really have to ask yourself, do I really want this? And am I actually willing to put in the work and the effort to make it happen? And so many people think that they have to take a course and just do all these different things, like hire a coach. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it is helpful to get a coach. It is helpful to take a course. No hate to that at all. I actually took a $5,000 course from someone who has a very profitable business. However, I didn't stick with it. And that's why I lost money instead of made money from that. And so that is why I'm so passionate about telling you, you need to keep going. You need to keep sticking with it. Create the content, build the systems, tell people to pray for you. And that's another thing that I want to talk about, is when you invite God into your business, when He is at the center of everything you're doing in your life, things happen in a way that they, in the world's eyes, don't make any sense. And not only that, you have a God as your CEO, your COO, your CMO, and you're just the vessel that serves people through the business, through the services or the products that you offer to customers. And so I just want to encourage you that you don't need all this money to start. In fact, I have a free guide in the link down below if you want to check that out. All the tools that I currently use in my business, I used all of these tools to set up my checkout page, my website, what else, my booking and everything. It's all down below. And I just feel like so many people get stuck at this part and thinking oh, well, I have to get the paid version of this or the paid version of that. And that's just not true. If you have a phone phone and you have Wi-Fi, you are able to make money. And that is just one thing that like I can't get out of my head. Once I learned that it was possible and I saw that it was possible, not just like with people online, but people that I know, like within my family and friends, like, why couldn't I do that? Why couldn't I actually reach the goal of creating, you know, a side income stream online without having to, you know, put a bunch of hours into it? And I will say, at first you may feel like you're putting a bunch of hours into it, but whenever you create like a time management system, totally different thing. Like, I don't spend hours on making videos. I don't spend hours on making content at all. And it works with my life. And I work full time. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm involved with my church, like all the things. So all that to say is that I hope that this blesses you. I hope that you take the first step today. Go get the guide down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.